Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Healing the Planet from Within. My name is Santosha and I can meditate for 16 hours a day. When I first arrived at this Vipassana course, I thought I was an advanced practitioner meditating in about 4 hours a day and going into the trance states, the jhana states, and being able to change my energetic vibration from negative into positive. But when I arrived here, they expected 6 hours minimum of meditation. Now, keeping in mind that this is walking meditation and sitting meditation. So it's something I've learned how to improve or how to meditate more every day here. Because it does take a certain amount of development as you progress through your meditation stages to be able to hold a particular energetic vibration in your being, but also the length of time that you meditate as you develop. So in this video, I wanted to discuss the overall reason why you want to meditate, the benefits that I've experienced personally, and the benefits that other people have discussed with me at this meditation center and other meditation centers. So a little bit about my journey. I've been meditating and on the spiritual development, personal development journey for over 20 years. And what I've seen in my meditation through my experiences as an energy healer, Reiki master, meditator, and even exploring scientific evidence in positive psychology and other ancient healing modalities and current healing modalities, that when we learn how to change our energetic vibration, we can improve our health. So I've been playing with this for some time, and especially through this new healing modality that's called emotion code, and the advanced one, which is called body code. Now, overall, the real reason for meditating is to increase your mindfulness of those patterns and increase your concentration, your ability to concentrate on your energetic vibration to change that. So concentration comes in many different stages, and the one I found really beneficial for the physical body, emotional body, mental body is the one where you learn how to change, like I said before, a negative vibration into a positive one, because that improves our life. That helps to improve our overall health and well-being. So when I became aware of this, I started this mission on YouTube to help to teach 1 million people how to raise their energetic vibration, to improve their life, to heal themselves, right? But I knew in order to deliver this message properly that I had to keep changing and deepening my own meditation practice, right? Because I can't just talk the talk and not do the practice. That wouldn't make any sense. So there's a few things in my own personal development that I noticed that kept reoccurring, these toxic patterns and my reaction to them. And so I wanted to become stronger with that and learn how to maintain that state of equilibrium. So the overall benefits that I've experienced from meditation and why I would encourage you to meditate every single day is, one, to be able to see the patterns of our mind. Now, I'm sure you're aware of that the patterns of the mind causes us chaos, struggles, and misery. If you watch the thoughts in your mind happen, you'll notice that it triggers a certain feeling and emotion in your body. It also starts creating these behaviors and actions that lead us towards self-sabotage, being self-critical, self-hatred. It can create pain in the neck, in the back, in the shoulders, and anywhere in the body. Long-term negative patterns create diseases and illnesses. This is seen throughout all the healing modalities that I've explored over the years. the evidence behind this is obvious. I would recommend, if you're curious about looking at the evidence behind it, researching German New Medicine. In fact, I'll put a link down below so you can go to the website and download the PDF that gives you some evidence about the research. They did brain scans and connected past incidences, trauma, and to the physical ailments. Brain scans, like scientific brain scans, and made the connection, right? And then you can also look at traditional Chinese medicine, and because they link specific emotions to our specific organs, and when our organs are out of balance, the rest of the whole system is out of balance. So there's a lot of evidence across the field. You also can look in emotion code and see the evidence there. People are having success releasing trapped emotions and healing their body. So when you become aware, mindful of what's in the mind, you know that your mind patterns are creating your physical ailments. Meditation is important to become mindful of what the mind, to become aware of what the mind patterns are creating and what's in the thoughts. Number one, very, very good reason to start meditating. So that would be the first one. If we go more advanced into meditation, we can see that developing our concentration helps us to maintain the state of equilibrium, control. So, like this, if your mind, like my mind before I came here, and I'm tested when I go in the outside world, if I can maintain the state of equilibrium and not get triggered by those old patterns anymore. But the whole idea, like that, developing the concentration in that moment, being aware and the concentration levels, takes your minute to the concentration is what I'm talking about here. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. The concentration is what really makes things click. So the more you meditate, the more you develop that level of concentration in a higher vibration, right? So that's so exciting. There's so much I want to share with you about meditation and improving your life. But there's so much to talk about on this topic, so much. So I meditated for 16 hours a day. So what are the benefits I received here? One, when you meditate that long, now what happens? How did I know I meditated for 16 hours a day to begin with? It's because we're given a timer. Look at this timer. We're given a timer, right? And then we also have to keep track of our hours. Well, I did. So when I meditated, we start at 4 a.m. and we go all the way until 10 p.m. But we're encouraged to only sleep for 4 hours a day. Well, my teacher encourages me to sleep only 4 hours a day and to meditate more than 12. So this is a Vipassana course that's not Goenka. Goenka just does sitting, and it's only a 10-day program. You can also do 30 and 45 days if you're advanced in Goenka. But this one starts at 26 days is the basic program. You can do 10 days, but their basic program is 26 days. At the end of the 26 days, you do what they call indetermination, which means they give you a plaque on your door for food delivery. But seriously, you're not allowed to leave your room, so they have to deliver the food to you. It's only breakfast and lunch anyways. And you have to meditate for 24 hours a day with no sleeping. That's very difficult to do, and because sometimes you need a break. I did anyways, so I managed to make it up to 16 hours of meditation, and I thought that was pretty darn good. It's walking. Imagine walking for 1 hour and then sitting for like 16 hours in a row. Like, what? And you'd think, and I think about it, my 16 hours should have been at least 22 hours, right? Because you're not allowed to sleep. So you drink, you eat, you you're not even allowed to shower, so it's only going to the toilet. And I should have been doing 22 hours, but I have to be honest. And I wrote things down when I was doing them. And I ended up with 16 hours or over 16 hours. Can't remember what it was now. But it's bizarre, right? I think the next day, like the first day, 16 hours. Second day was about the same. And the last day, I was so tired. I was like, no way. I thought later on, what's the purpose of doing mass amounts of hours? It's because if you do them really strategically and very seriously, you can make this sort of change in your mind, this click that happens. And you start to realize that you can meditate easily right now I could meditate easily for 6, 7, sitting meditation, I'm talking about easily 6, 7, 8 hours a day. So that is going to help me advance my meditation practice further. So I'm still at the meditation center. I'm at the end of my 36 days here, so I'll be leaving in a few days. And then I'm going to be looking for another place to do another long-term meditation retreat, but hopefully with my own practice this time instead of someone else's practice, because over the time you start to play with your meditation practice and realize what is better for you in your meditation practice. Like for me, I found that the breathing rising and falling from the abdomen is not as good for me as paying attention to the breath from the nose. So it really helps to have a meditation teacher to guide you through the practices when you have different questions come up from the different techniques, but also to try the different techniques and see which one actually works best for you. The walking meditation is really important. Most of all, I think the mindfulness walking. And if you have the 6 stepping points, like the 6 steps, they graduate you through the different steps accordingly. So you start with a very simple step, and then the very last one has 6 stepping points. And I find this helpful at the beginning. But in my own practice, I would probably not do that because I'm more used to paying attention to the elements around me, like when I'm walking in the forest, the earth, water, fire, air, and that gives me more peace of mind, and peace makes me feel, peace is an energetic vibration of higher positivity ratio. So that's to my advantage if my meditation's a higher vibration. Whereas I find if I have to do the 6 points, it's more mind work than energetic vibration. Like you have to think about the lifting, rising, falling, moving, stepping, placing, and in the elements, it's just a higher vibrational state of being. So yeah, the overall, this turned out to be quite an advanced talk. I didn't expect that. I'm just kind of rolling with what's in my mind from my experiences of this program and how I'm adjusting my meditation practice accordingly. So the next place I'll be going, I hope to do 1, 2, or 3 months of meditation of my own practice and then continue developing. So what happens is at the beginning of your meditation, your body is very restless, right? So if you're a beginner meditator or even an advanced practitioner like I thought I was, the body gets very restless, and that's one of the hindrances of meditation. And when you force your body to sit for long hours, it stops the restlessness. Like, seriously, my restlessness in my body is not a hindrance anymore because I had to force the body to meditate. It's kind of funny because in my mind I was thinking, this is way too difficult. Why am I doing this? But I maintained my focus and determination to get through in determination, right? These 12 to 16 hours a day for 40 days. And really dedicated for the first 30 days, because then you start the cards, which is more like an energy vibration, and you don't have to force your body after that anyways, because it's just used to doing it. But at first it was very difficult But when I sat still and I noticed the body, like the legs are twitching here and there, like twitches, like, you just want to move. But if you just sit still through that, you note the body wants to twitch, but you don't let it twitch. You don't let it move. And you force the body to stay still. And after doing that, for me, it was about 30 minutes. I think one day it was 2 hours. It wanted to move. And I was like, After that, maintaining that level of determination, the body stopped its restlessness. It just surrendered to the process. And I could sit finally without the twitching, without the restlessness. It takes a lot of perseverance and determination and willpower, something from inside you. It feels so uncomfortable to do that, to go through the process. But at the other side, it makes this click of, oh wow, okay, meditation can be done. I can meditate for long hours. So if you're at home trying to advance your meditation practice, I would highly advise trying to lengthen your meditation sits. If you start at 15 minutes, which is what I start beginners at, 15 minutes for sitting, 15 minutes for sitting and walking. But if you're only doing the sitting, focus on setting a timer, like have a timer. Do not use your phone because the phone's distracting. Because look, you're going to check your phone, you're going to have a message pop up from a friend, right? Or you're going to have to do something, list some things to do. You got your shopping list, you get your booking calendar. I've got a booking calendar from my website on there. And someone might book in. I was like, I'm not allowed to have my phone here. And the timer. You set your timer for 15 minutes and you be determined to sit there. Do not move anything. You get a tickle on your nose and you will get tickles. Sometimes it feels like insects are crawling up your arm, your back, movement, swaying. Do not move anything. Do not touch anything. If it helps, get a meditation tent so that you know there's no insects on you. Like it's like, I'm in a tent. I'm not moving because there's no insects in my tent. In fact, they have meditation tents here. And I think if I was meditating in Australia, there's a lot of insects over there. There's ants here, but the ants don't bite. So I was like, okay, I think that's an ant because you can feel it crawling, but you do not move. Because sometimes it's just like, I don't know what it is. They say it's the elements moving and it moves the hair and you can feel it and it feels like insects crawling, but you do not move. You do the whole 15 minutes. Try to do that into 15 minutes. It's comfortable. Then go to 30 minutes. And again, use a timer so you do not move for 30 minutes. And you will notice that your meditation practice gets stronger. Now, when you can do that, something will click in your mind. Meditation will become easier. Your mind will not need to be disturbed every day. It just seems to settle down. Look, I know I'm not perfect with my meditation and my mind's still going, but I'm seeing it from a different perspective now, and I know I still need to advance further. 16 hours a day is fantastic beginner start. But to be able to maintain that state every day, well, 16 hours a day is probably not my goal, but I think 6 to 7 hours during a retreat of sitting meditation. And then, of course, you can do an hour walking meditation in between that. Okay, what do you concentrate on? I think that's a question that you probably have next. So you're going to be doing your 15 minutes every day to begin with, and maybe advance to 20, 25, 30 minutes, and maybe even do 1 hour. But what do you concentrate on? There's 2 places you can concentrate on, and I am going to recommend, from my own personal experience, the breath that comes in and out of your nose. The reason why is because for me, it increases peace of mind. My thoughts were calmer. they would disappear. My whole body felt more peaceful when I concentrated on my breath from the nose. Now the breath comes from your nostrils. You can feel the air breathing. Just pay attention to that now. Just, I'm going to stop talking to do this. But if you just put your finger here, where do you feel the air? That's where you concentrate. It can be at the upper lip or through your nostrils, and pay attention in. That's all you do for 15 minutes. Pay attention to that. If your thoughts start to wander, bring them back. If they wander like crazy, start counting the breath. Count up to 8. Then go back to 1, 2, 3, and then start again. 1 to 8, 1 to 8. And that is a good beginner technique until the mind starts calming down. Keep bringing, even if the thoughts go. I started counting, but when I pay attention to the breath here, I don't need the counting, because instantly my mind starts to calm down and feel peaceful. Amazing what 16 hours of meditation per day will teach you, honestly. Imagine like what I had to do to be able to get to this level of my meditation, 16 hours a day. At midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I had to lean against the wall while I was walking because I was so tired, like so exhausted. And then sitting meditation, sometimes the body would start to fall asleep, and they call it a condition of meditation. So sleep while sitting in meditation was allowed. But if you catch yourself sleeping, you just feel that relaxation. You have to start, if you catch yourself sleeping, you have to straighten your back again. It's like, it was just crazy, absolutely crazy. But I could not have developed my meditation to another level without this experience, to be honest. I was meditating in monasteries in Sri Lanka before for 4 months, and I could meditate out in the forest 1 hour. At one point in time, I went out there and to my favorite rock, and I was in a really spacey trance state, which normally comes over me when I'm meditating on a regular basis. It used to happen years ago, but when I start to meditate more often, it comes more often. But this particular time in the forest was completely different. I sat on a rock and went into trance state, and then came back out. I do not remember the time, the sounds, nothing. But I had this instinct, I have to go and check the time in the kitchen, because lunch was at a particular time and I didn't want to miss lunch. I checked the time in the kitchen, and I think it was about an hour and 45 minutes had passed like that. 30 seconds, 2 minutes, it felt like this. There was no time. I was like, well, that was cool. Okay. So, and I didn't experience anything. Like I didn't, normally when I'm meditating, focusing on this, I get white light in front of me. And the white light is really peaceful, like pure bliss. When I'm focusing on this is when the nose, the air in and out, the white light comes here. If you get this as well, by the way, once the white light stays permanently, you're supposed to flick your concentration from here to the white light and just sit there. If you can hold that for an hour, 2 or 3 hours, that's really great. And then there's another advanced practice you can do after that, but we don't want to go into that today. So I'm still holding on the white light. You don't need to know my whole practice. But yeah, you have different experiences. So it's quite fascinating. So yeah, I guess, where am I going with this? I think overall, I just want to encourage you to meditate, because it's really beneficial. It can advance to levels that your mind will not understand right now, because our mind has expectations from social norms of what meditation can give us. But it's just, it can go a lot deeper than that. It's absolutely mind-blowing where it can take you, to be honest. So let's just sum up the video quickly. I'm capable of meditating for 16 hours a day. I couldn't do that before I came to this Vipassana course. This Vipassana course is in Thailand, by the way. under the master of Ajahn Tong. So they have this 26 beginner course, and I've just completed the 10-day program, advanced program, which helps you through the different stages of Vipassana that lead to enlightenment and Nibbana. So I highly recommend coming to Thailand for the deeper practices. They have very advanced teachers here. Of course, find the monastery or Vipassana center that suits you best. Some practices or teachers may not be conducive to your needs, but here I found the teachers that really worked for me. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. I think I'll pat myself on the back. Good job, me. So, and the benefits of meditation, the idea of meditating is to increase your mindfulness and levels of concentration. What that does is calm your mind. It makes you be aware of the patterns of the mind, the toxic patterns of the mind, which creates toxic emotions and behavioral patterns, which gives you struggles and misery in life, and even sickness and illness, mental illness, physical illness, emotional problems. But if you're aware of those toxic patterns and become mindful of them, the more you deepen your mindfulness through meditation, the more you're able to work with that pattern instead of react to it automatically. You can start to stop yourself and go, okay, wait, I'm not going to do this right now. Just checking my mic to make sure it's still working. The battery's still on. So that's the benefits of meditation. And of course, then as you progress deeper into meditation and start to lengthen your time from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to 1 hour, you will have you'll start to feel more peaceful every day. So you've got that advantage, which I think is, if you just take away peace, that's a really good beginning place, right? The different types of meditation are more conducive to different people. So try breathing from here or here, try the walking meditation, try sitting meditation, and see what really works for you. So adjust it accordingly. In fact, you can try a particular technique for 1 week, rising, falling, and paying attention to the breath here for 1 week, for instance, and then from your nose 1 week, and see which one makes you feel better. Which makes you feel better, which helps you feel more calm, more peaceful, more happy, more content. That is the technique that's right for you. And then just continue with that technique, and you can adjust them accordingly. I really, really feel good when I'm out in nature. Even since I was a child, I was talking to energy, spirit beings, my higher self, spirit guides, nature, talking to the trees, the plants, the flowers, the animals. Since I was a child, when I'm out in nature, it all comes alive for me. I all see it as an energetic vibration that has life. Even the rocks, to be honest. Everything comes alive for me. So for me, being out in nature really works. But some people are frightened of being in nature and are scared of the snakes and spiders. And in that case, that's not good for meditation, to be in fear, right? It won't work for you. So then you sit inside in a white-walled room where there's no insects and spiders. That works. Maybe you want to balance between the two, so you take your meditation tent inside nature in a place, or maybe in the backyard, for instance. You're still outside, but in suburbia. So, there's a lot of different things you can change around. There's one thing that just came to mind, actually. Do not use music or guided meditation. Do not use music or guided meditation for your meditation practice. The reason why is because it will not give you insights into what's into your mind. It will distract you. And the whole purpose of meditation is to increase mindfulness and concentration. But if you're doing a guided meditation, yes, you'll feel at peace, but you cannot activate the peace yourself. You have to only rely on that meditation or that music to feel peaceful. But your own meditation practice, you will learn how to activate the feelings of peace instantly. And that's where you learn how to raise your energetic vibration. And I'm on a mission to teach 1 million people how to raise their energetic vibration to improve their life. As I said at the beginning of my video, and I will say it again because I want to make sure you understand that the higher energetic vibration can heal anything. And the scientific evidence and ancient healing modalities will state the same thing. It's just I'm coming at it from a different perspective and offering it to you so you can think about that and heal your life. So I'm about to write a manual, a self-healing manual that I'm going to sell at my shop. I feel really passionate about putting this information out there. So, yeah. So you can go over to my shop and purchase the self-healing manual and start to work towards healing yourself. It's a step-by-step process. It includes meditation, but also mind work, thought awareness techniques to help you become aware of the patterns there. So yeah, I hope this video was really informational for you and gave you a lot of information. I gave you some insights and ideas. And I'm on this personal development, spiritual development journey, deepening my own practice. And you can see I'm really dedicated to this practice because I would like to teach you how to improve your life. So please follow me on my journey. I lived in India for 2 years. I'm now living in monasteries and I got a ton of knowledge to share with you. Now, I've got a few really cool goals that I want to reach in my meditation in the next year. Right now, it's coming to the end of 2024. And I have a goal to heal my eyes. I know I mentioned this in other videos, but this is one of my goals. So I'm going to dedicate 30 days, a full month, when I get to my next destination on healing my eyes using the techniques that I talk about on my YouTube channel. If I'm successful with that, I will share my success on my YouTube channel. Then you have evidence. And I think that it'd be really cool to make that click in your mind so that you know, techniques she has is actually real and they work. So, I've got a few other little things that I've worked on myself. For instance, flicking old emotional patterns from negative into positive, and working with the negative feelings I have in my body and changing them. I've done it here while I've been meditating for 40 days. And now, if I focus only on my eyes, we'll see what's possible, right? So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and wait in anticipation to see if my success. You might have to wait a few months now, but by the time you're watching this YouTube video, maybe you'll know. So if you are watching this YouTube video after I've been successful, go to my YouTube channel and watch my videos and find the video where I announce my success. I'm saying this ahead of time and I have no idea if it's going to be possible. I just know I want to try this and see, so that I can show you, like, hey, meditation can do this, people. In fact, I know it can do miracles because there's this book called Effortless Pain Relief. You go watch my video on this. I've already recorded the video. It's live on my YouTube channel. Effortless Pain Relief, where a woman wrote the book because she healed her back pain, chronic back pain, with focus of appreciation and mindfulness of movement. So it's a couple of different things she used. But for me, it was the focus of a higher vibration in my language. That's what she did. And I was like, she healed chronic back pain. And she had it when she was like 30, and then she's 50. She has no pain in her body. I'm 55 years old right now and I have no pain in my body because I don't allow it to stay there, to be honest. But how can I prove that to you? I'm going to go and try and heal my eyes. So just please be patient, subscribe, and please tell other people, hey, you can go and watch her videos, but and see if they can try it for themselves, the techniques I'm talking about. Download my self-healing manual that I'm about to write and just try the techniques for yourself and let's see what happens, people. Yeah, okay, so that's it for now. So thank you so much for watching and joining me on my journey. It's quite impressive, actually. Even I'm impressed with myself. Wow, 40 days, so much meditation, absolutely mind-blowing. So it's taken me to another level so I can help you on your journey.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Bye.